What is up? Welcome to the first episode of Unqualified.
Man, I'm fired up.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
It's been a long time
Me and
coming.
JMG have had this going for a second. We were like, we got to have this podcast going. And just so you know, everyone out there at the podcast are copying us. It's not the other way around.
Yeah,
not
we are
the other
not
way around.
just two guys who got microphone equipment.
All right, so the podcast is titled Unqualified.
Hence,
We are not qualified. So we're just two guys talking.
just yapping, some good banter.
Some good banter. We're just going to talk. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Zero credentials, by the way. Not qualified.
ESPN
if that wasn't
without
made
the
clear.
journalist. Yeah.
Let's say it one more time. Unqualified.
Unqualified.
Not qualified. All right. First episode. We're going to get into it. Today we are talking about the age-old debate, hockey versus basketball.
The greatest sport in the world and hockey. It's going to be a
Bro,
good
all
one.
right, bro. Yes, the greatest sport in the world.
It's
and
going to be a
basketball,
good
yes.
one.
As you can tell, we got the Sidney Crosby signed jersey, and then we got
T-Mac.
Yeah.
It's not my jersey.
Like what even is that?
Yeah.
Fade.
Whatever.
All right, so we're gonna get a little idea of what me and JMG feel on these subjects. I don't know if you could already tell.
I mean, I think we know a bit already about what we feel on these.
Well,
and I think
here's what
it's-
I know. I know that hockey is by far the best sport in the world, and like if you disagree, you cry about it because hockey players literally don't cry. Like these guys are absolute units, toughest guys that have ever touched like any piece of sporting equipment. They are electric. The fans of hockey are electric. The atmosphere, everything is insane. And basketball is just like, listen, I'm sure basketball was a great sport back in the day, but like in today's age, basketball is just not it. It does not compare. It does not compare. I mean, that's my take. I mean, listen to JMG. It's just stupidness.
At the end of the day, basketball is an art form, and when you understand that, it makes it so much more beautiful, the game. And you know,
this guy's a clown.
Maybe I'm a clown, but it's poetry in motion, really.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely, you're cut off. All right. So moving on to.
Wait, you say best sport in the world, but what do you mean by best? Because
I mean most entertaining. I mean most fun to watch. I mean most physical.
Well,
most
it ain't
intense.
most popular.
Okay. All right. Bro, chill. I think genuinely most intense. No sport will compare to hockey's intensity. But with that being said, let's get into our first topic that we're going to talk about: playoff basketball versus playoff hockey. Let's get into that.
Thankfully, we got both of those going on.
We have both of those going on right now. Your team's in the finals.
No, they're not. I'm a Heat fan.
Oh, you're such a weirdo, dude.
Yeah.
From New York. No, actually, I'm such a hypocrite.
Yeah, you're literally
I'm such a hypocrite.
Whatever. I'm a
Heat
Heat
Penguins fan, as you can see by the Sidney Crosby signed jersey. Thank you. We didn't make it past the first round.
Yeah.
Fuck Philly.
Well, made the playoffs. Happens.
So Judah, tell me about playoff basketball and why it's so special.
I mean, playoff basketball. Where do I start? I mean, have you seen the streets of New York City recently?
That is fan engagement. I want you to talk about playoff
basketball.
I want you to tell me why playoff basketball is special. What is different from playoff basketball?
You don't even have to talk about the Knicks. We'll talk about.
Tell me why playoff basketball is different from regular season basketball.
Tell me the intensity. It's all about the intensity. The intensity is another level.
Okay.
And the players are playing at their most physical. The refs aren't calling everything like they normally do. It's a physical.
And just real quick, so I understand, I'm not very knowledgeable in basketball.
Right, yeah, of course.
What is a penalty in basketball? Is that where you accidentally get touched or something? That's a penalty, right?
It's foul, first of all.
Oh, foul.
It's a foul, first of all.
It's a foul. You get a foul
excessive
if you
contact.
accidentally get
Look,
touched.
I will
like
be
LeBron James when he got his eyes
all right,
touched.
I will be
all right, yeah, we'll get to that later.
I will be the first one to say that I watch a basketball game and I get frustrated a lot. I get frustrated with the calls. I mean, look, I was watching that Thunder game last night. We were here watching it. It is so frustrating watching Shea get all those calls. And look, from Toronto, I know you're pulling for him.
He's actually from Hamilton, Ontario. Brother.
Same thing. Okay. He is one of the best basketball players in the world, but that whistle is frustrating as a basketball fan who understands the art of basketball.
I will say, they're tough. All basketball players are good athletes. They are all good shot. Shea, is it Shea or Shy?
Shea.
Yeah, Shea's tough.
Shea, yeah.
I've seen some sick things out of him, but
the MVP.
Yeah, no, I know, bro. I watched the finals last year. I know he's the boy. I know he's tough at basketball and all that, and he definitely does things that I can't do. So he's the man. But if you compare him, and we're totally getting off topic. We're going back to playoff. We're going back to playoff.
Okay.
Get to your bro. Rambling here. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my playoffs.
All right, talk about your playoffs.
I will say the one thing that makes hockey the most special sport in the world, the most interesting, most intense. You talked about intensity. I'm gonna talk about intensity. When it comes to playoff hockey, these guys are willing to die for the game. They are willing to die. I mean, I literally shout out Physical League, shout out Zebo. they literally just did an episode, and they talked about the Philadelphia Flyers after they got.
I saw this.
They literally put out an injury list.
Yeah.
In basketball, they don't do the injury list in basketball is actually accidentally got touched in the eye. Like that's the injury list.
Yeah.
In hockey, these guys are playing with like they are playing 7-game series with broken bones. Can you fathom that? These guys are literally like there's an intensity level that is unparalleled to any other sport. They literally walk in to the rink with a broken bone, suit up and play. Like they suit up and play, and not only are they just playing, they're getting body checked at 20 miles an hour by these other absolute units, and they're just getting destroyed. Like that is like, I mean, physicality on another level, and also dedication on another level. Can you imagine you take it back to JMG Prime White Plains High School basketball? Can this guy, you have a broken arm, can you get into the game and play?
No,
No,
and I think
no,
that's
you can't.
stupid. That's
No,
stupid.
That's stupid.
If you have a
It's-
broken
you don't want it, bro. You don't want it.
It's not that
You
I
don't want it.
I want it more than anyone. Let me
Bro,
tell
you
that.
clearly didn't want it because
I
if you
wanted it more than.
Bro, I'm not trying to flex my White Plains High School hockey stats, bro.
You didn't
but
play with any broken bones.
I literally did. I wish I had some.
Can we fact check that?
Fact check. In the corner, he did. Yes, confirmed. Yes, I did. Yes, I
Alright,
did. It wasn't
alright.
broken. It was dislocated, and I played with a dislocated clavicle.
And therefore, you're better than us.
No,
you're better than
no. Therefore, it is more intense. These guys are putting their life on the line to win. The basketball players, like as good as they are, like yo, talk to me about Wemby's like pregame. Like, what does he do? Like that guy doesn't he go to like some weird ass therapy?
So he did. He went to like a monk. He did a monk retreat.
Yeah, like bro, what is that?
Because it goes back to the fact that basketball is an art form. And,
Okay,
And these
sure.
players do not want to sacrifice their own bodies in
Okay.
return for sacrificing the beautiful.
I think they don't want to sacrifice their bodies because their body. All right, here's my take. All right, basketball players will not sacrifice their bodies because that sacrifices their paycheck. A hockey player wants to win 10 times more, does not give a fuck about the paycheck. They give a fuck about winning the cup. These guys will do anything to win the cup. And like, we can get into traditions and all that. Like, all right, let's get into traditions low key. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I don't know about any basketball traditions, but I know that these guys in the hockey, like, they will not. Have you seen a playoff beard?
They don't shave.
They don't shave. Like, these guys will literally go through like months of hockey and not shave because it's a bad. Like, hockey players are by far the most superstitious. Like, their pregame
I
routines.
think basketball.
No.
players are
That
super-
is absolutely
I'm
ridiculous.
not saying by far superstition, but I think
I'm sure
there's
there's superstition in every sport. I would
yeah,
agree with that.
yeah.
But I'm telling you that these hockey guys, like, they'll like there are people that'll tape their stick, untape their stick, tape their stick, untape their stick.
Well, that's
tape
just
their stick
OCD.
again.
That's not superstition.
You call it OCD, but
it's
bro,
OCD.
Sidney Crosby's been playing with the same jock strap since he was like
Yeah.
first drafted to the league. Like literally the first year, he has not changed. I think it was even before that. It might be like his youth hockey
That's just
jock
weird.
strap. Like that guy just like.
That's
No,
just
it's
weird.
not weird. It's like he won with that. He was the first overall pick with that. He's gonna keep playing with that. And like
How many cups has he won? I'm just curious.
He's won 3. He's won 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
09, 16, 17. Just had to flex my knowledge real quick.
That's 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Oh, I
That's
was
what
thinking
just
about
said.
Braun, who won 4. That was what I was.
All right, bro.
That was what I was going back to.
You know
my
what?
head.
Honestly, do you want to talk about longevity? Because Stephen
can
A. Smith, and PK Subban did a little argument on longevity.
I can't. First of all, I can't stand the ESPN debate. It pisses me off.
Yeah, low key,
I-
Unqualified's way better for sure.
Unqualified's better, and but the ESPN debate drives me ridiculous. I mean, it's a whole side topic about how annoying those guys are.
Okay,
But
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, but they do have some fire clips, like.
yeah, it's clip farm, man.
It's cool, yeah. True, yeah.
What
right.
was the
I'll tell you what the debate
Give me the
was.
rundown
So-
because I haven't seen this.
So Stephen A. Smith, along with Mr. Sharp,
Shannon Sharp.
they stated that LeBron's overall longevity is more impressive than Alex Ovechkin's overall longevity.
I agree. How long has Ovechkin been playing?
I want to say since 06. Can we get a fact check on that? 04? 04?
04. Okay.
04? Okay. All right. He's been playing since 04. I think that's right. We'll come back to that in a second. But
And how old is he now? Because
he's like 40 or some shit.
okay.
Over 40. By the way, just this season scored the most goals all time. By the way, this is the craziest stat. In his years, this is what PK Subban highlighted. So I'm sorry to chief off
That's okay.
PK Subban.
He's the man.
But he literally said, actually wore 76 for most of my life after PK Subban. Shout out PK. But he literally what am I saying? He literally did not miss any games. Like, how many games has LeBron James missed?
So
Way more than Ovi. I know that's for sure.
maybe.
But I will say the physical battery and like absolute like deterioration on the body is you would I'm sure you would agree with me. It's more in hockey than it is in basketball.
What is Ovechkin? Sure, yes.
Okay.
It is.
So my point is that if Ovechkin has missed less games than LeBron James, you're gonna talk about durability. You're gonna talk about that's what Stephen A. Smith was yapping about durability. Like, bro,
I
Ovi
mean,
is way more durable. He gets that guy.
I
is
don't know
not
what you mean by durable though. Like,
I mean that he has taken hits. Okay, but do you know Alex Ovechkin's play style? What do you know about that?
I don't know.
If you don't know, I'll tell you.
I don't know. I don't know.
He is a dual threat of all kinds. Like he literally will. I mean, he's the leading scorer all time, more goals than anyone. So he can score goals. He's got over 900. Like he's
right.
approaching 1,000 goals. He's
okay.
man in scoring, and on top of that, he's a big Russian machine who will come at you with absolute like he has. You have no idea. Prime tinted visor Gino with his yellow skate or his yellow laces. That guy was untouchable. That guy literally he would hit you at such a speed and strength that like you were done for. And very few like there's an element of hockey where you have the goons, you have the guys that can like fight, they throw hits, whatever.
Yeah, I've seen him. What's rarely, the guy on the Rangers?
Rarely are those guys. Rempe.
Yeah,
Rempe.
I like that
guy's literally only in the league
yeah,
just to throw fists.
He's a dog. Yeah.
Respect to him, but that's what makes hockey special. But I'll come back to that. I'm talking like there are very few players that can dish out that type of goonery and like actually like hit people, fight people, do shit like that, and can score 1,000 goals. Like nobody can do. Nobody will do that. Yeah. And LeBron, I used to have Miami Heat sheets when I was a little
boy.
Shit. Yeah. I used to have my and I didn't know anything about basketball. I just was just on the LeBron train. But like that guy, like there's no doubt he's one of, if not the greatest of all time. Debatable one or two. That's not a debate for today, so we won't get into that. But he literally like
I think that debate's stupid, by the way. So stupid.
I agree. But that guy, as good as he is, like in comparing him to a hockey player like Alex Ovechkin, I will say he is not as durable. He is not like I mean, I'm sure LeBron's broken a shit ton of records. I'm sure, right?
Yeah, he's the all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, so Alex and okay, so that's probably why PK and Stephen A. Smith were having this debate in the first place.
Yeah.
But like, I think in terms of like, who is more physically tough, who is more durable, who brings more intensity. Like I've seen LeBron in today. I mean, actually, I just second guessed myself because I was about to say I've seen LeBron in today's game, like just like not doing anything, not getting back on defense. But I've also seen Alex Ovechkin in today's game not doing shit. Like he just sits in the corner.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
What is like the average like shift length in hockey? Like I know that you're going on shifts.
40 second. Oh, that's a really good point. I'm gonna give you that. That's
thank you.
40-second to like sometimes like up to like 2 minutes. No longer than that.
I mean,
but I will say it is different than basketball because you are going away like you skate harder. Like a lot of people think that skating is low-key easier to move than basketball.
No, I know it's difficult. I've skated before.
Yeah. Jeez, nobody needs to see that. But like I really think that like playing a shift of hockey, despite it only being a minute, you like that is bro. Wow, give me nuts on that. That's a really good point. But like as a hockey player, when I played hockey, I played long shifts, like 2 to 3 minute shifts, which is longer than normal, and like you are hurt. It is so tiring, and you think 2 minutes, that's nothing. Like we just passed 2 minutes talking about this right now.
Yeah.
But it is so like it hurts. Like it's a lot.
I'm just saying for like you want to talk about longevity, talk about durability. LeBron was
phenomenal
for
point.
A long
I gotta
time,
give you that.
Was averaging 35 minutes a game.
Yeah.
35 minutes a game for years and like playing nearly full seasons.
But I will say, in basketball, there's way more stoppages. You get a foul that takes.
There are more stoppages, but let me tell you, running up and down the floor. I mean, you've played pickup with us. It's like you're running up and down the floor at full speed. National Basketball Association.
Can we get a fact check? I'm pretty sure a basketball court is smaller than hockey in a hockey rink, right?
Yeah, but like we just said, the shifts. And also,
but in your shift, you're skating back and forth. Also, I will say.
You're not going all the way down. There's defensemen. There's
okay.
defensemen who
you
are staying back.
No, are you? Dude.
Defensemen aren't going all the way.
Alex Ovechkin had to play defense and offense in both zones. He has to do both.
But is he a defenseman?
No, but he has to play defense. Everybody in hockey plays defense.
You have to play defense, but the defensemen are
defensemen are just the first.
moving less.
No. No,
Are they
no.
not? Then what's the point
No.
of having positions on the floor?
The positions is simply where they play in the defensive zone. Alex Ovechkin would play around the wing, around the point man on the other team, around the defenseman on the other team. So if like you have your two defensemen right here, Alex Ovechkin goes plays the point, or he plays down low. Like he's moving, he's all over the rink, just as defensemen are. I will say defensemen move less than forwards, I guess, but like that doesn't mean that they don't move.
Right. I mean, all basketball players are moving up and down the court.
Yeah, but they also all move up and down the court. I mean the rink. Like
okay, fine.
That's totally. That's just like how. I mean, all games are like that, honestly.
Yeah, but they're doing it for 2 minutes as opposed to like 15 minutes.
Like normally 2 minutes nonstop. And I will say, when you're skating, it's not like you're standing up straight and running. Like standing up and running is very different. You're in a squat.
Yeah.
Like, can you skate in a squat for 2 minutes straight?
Have you been in a defensive position doing defensive slides in basketball?
What, like you're shuffling bullshit?
Yeah, whatever the shuffling.
You fucking move from side to side, shuffling, bro.
Let me tell you, a defensive possession will gas you. You like see guys get the option to take out after.
Okay, this is where I low-key like my credibility, despite being on the podcast Unqualified, might trump yours because I've played more basketball than you have played hockey.
You've yes, but you have not played more basketball than me.
No, bro, I didn't even make that claim. you jumped right to it as if I was gonna say that. Nah,
that's what I heard, and I got really mad.
Nah. I have played more basketball than you have played hockey, and I can tell you that listen. Highlands ball does not compare to like an NBA game by any means.
It doesn't compare nowhere close to varsity basketball.
Okay, yeah, sure. Even that. My men's league game that I'm gonna play in next week does not compare to my varsity team or to the NHL whatsoever. But I will say to you that when I play basketball, I'm sweating, I'm into it, whatever. It is not as taxing for me. Now I might have more hockey stamina. That's a totally valid point, but I will say that it is not as taxing to run up and down the court and play defense as it is to play a hockey game. And because you did make a point where you're only doing 1 or 2 minute shifts, but you are still doing like 1 or 2 minute shifts, but you're going every other shift. So you get 1 2 minutes on, 1 2 minutes off, 1 2 minutes on, 1 2 minutes off.
You get that break. Like basketball, there's no. You're not like.
Says the bench rider. Says the guy that literally never left the bench.
I'm saying for a player like LeBron.
Yeah.
For a guy like LeBron, like he's not like playing 2 minutes sitting.
But Alex Ovechkin is neither, bro. He's playing power plays, whatever. All right, this is not the point of the argument. Like fade the longevity shit. We talked about it. We still haven't come to a conclusion. Let's move on to the next topic, which is athleticism. You want to talk about athleticism? Or
I think we can talk about athleticism.
All right,
because, I mean, earlier we were talking about this, and Lev was saying that any hockey player could play basketball, but not any basketball player could play hockey. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will say that if you put... All right, here's my hypothetical, okay? Let's think through this for a second. You take the starting five. Wow, this is perfect because there's 5 on both. Take the starting 5 of, say, I'm going to give you
pick an NBA. Pick a team in the conference finals. You want to pick the Spurs?
He's lost the headphones.
Technical difficulties. Got a little angry.
Yeah. I'll give you the starting 5. I'll give you the starting 5 of the Spurs.
Okay.
In hockey versus the starting 5 of like.
Which team just made that? No, the Avs got Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas Golden Knights. Take their starting 5 versus
Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs. I guarantee you. Now you take them in a basketball game and them in a hockey game. What do you think is a closer game, the hockey game or the basketball game?
Okay, this is a later point I was gonna make, but the accessibility of playing basketball means that just like more people have played basketball growing up.
And but theoretically, if they're better athletes, they should be able to adapt to that pretty quickly.
Yeah, once they learn how to skate, I think
once they learn how to shoot the ball.
All right, I still do not think like how tall is the average like hockey player? Like how tall is Ovechkin?
I'm gonna guess like 5'9". Yo, yeah. J Dalla, let's get is he 6'1" or something? Let's get a fact check on that. Give it a second. 6'3"? All right, he's 6'3".
Yeah, I think the shortest guy in the Spurs.
But like, dude, there's like 5'9" players. Look up the average height for a second. I'm pretty sure the average height's gonna be around 6 foot. Like, they're not tall guys. So I get your point.
In a basketball game, I'm sorry, they're gonna kill. Like Victor Wembanyama.
6'1"'s the average.
Okay, 6'1"'s the average height. The average height in the NBA, I think, is like 6'8".
Yeah,
I don't know.
That cannot be 6. Fact checked. That cannot be 6'8". Bro, there's like one 6'8" guy a team, no?
No.
Aren't they mostly like at 6'7"? Oh my
6'7".
God.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
got that by that.
Fine. I
can't
was
even
off an
hit
inch.
that.
I think a couple years ago it was 6'8".
Okay.
Okay. So it's 6'7". I mean, like, do you know
Okay.
how tall a 6'7" person
I will
is?
say to you. Okay, you know this is low-key a losing argument. I don't think either team is going to score a single point on the other team.
Yeah.
So maybe that makes sense. But I will say that a lucky 3-point shot from one of the hockey players is more likely than a lucky goal from the NBA basket.
Fine. Yes.
Like
but
they
I
are
think this
not
argument is
scoring.
kind of void because if we want to talk about athleticism, like, look, we're talking about a lot about LeBron here, but like that guy's invested so much money into his body. Like,
That's the other thing. Can we talk about how hockey players do not get paid?
yeah, they're underpaid.
That's fucking bullshit. These guys that are like, bro. I mean, like, I know this is one of the big four, but like, if you take like Ronaldo's salary or Messi's salary, like, that is incomprehensible compared to a hockey. Like, it does not make sense.
But soccer, I don't.
Soccer's a whole
it's
fade
so
soccer.
weird.
I do not want to talk about soccer once on this podcast, so move on.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I hate that sport.
I do think the basketball contracts are very interesting, especially now you have this thing called the second apron, which is like there's a lot of restrictions on contracts, and they're trying to like get rid of super teams that like you obviously know like.
That's the other thing. Like we can get into that. I think it's ridiculous. Like in hockey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say in hockey, a star does not drastically change the team as much as in the NBA. One player in the NBA can carry a team.
How much does McDavid get paid?
I'm gonna guess we're gonna get.
Can I guess
fact check
$8
this?
million a year?
No, it's gonna be
More?
like 11.
Okay.
It's gonna be like 11.
Okay.
That's my guess. Can we get a fact check, JMG? 12.5. 12.5.
Okay.
I don't know why I call him JMG. That's my brother.
Yeah.
All right, 12.5. I was pretty close.
Yeah, that's
12.5 is.
That seems like a massive underpay compared to what basketball players.
Yeah, like what does LeBron make? I mean,
now he's probably at like 45 to 50 million.
yeah.
A year.
I mean, listen, like
right
there is
range.
no argument there that basketball clearly draws in more attention than hockey.
Yeah.
There's no argument, and that comes,
and I think
that
that's
comes against
because
the
it's more
culture.
entertaining.
Bro, I know it's not because it's more entertaining. I know that it's because you have kids like you who played basketball and therefore want to watch basketball. Every hockey player watches hockey, but not every basketball player watches hockey. But I know that a lot of hockey players watch basketball, and that's because they all played basketball. I played basketball. Like it's a fun game to play. Like I won't take that away from you. Like I love the game, but
I mean, I do think like the minimal amount of hockey I've watched, the appeal to it is it's fast paced. You're not like
that is a major point that I do have to point out. Like when you're playing basketball, you know, you're scoring 100 buckets. Right?
I don't think that's the point. I think the point is
Oh.
the stoppages. I think it's like in basketball, like you'll get a lot of like at the end of the game, you're getting like constant timeouts, the foul.
Oh yeah, the last 2 minutes of a basketball game is an hour, bro.
Yeah,
it's
like,
2 minutes,
like,
but it's an hour.
But and hockey's like this fast pace, like you're on the edge of a sheet. I agree with that point.
It's also like in basketball, a bucket in the first quarter means nothing.
No.
One bucket in the first quarter, what does that mean?
It means you got 2 more points than
How
the other
did-
team.
Bro, that means
And that comes at the end of the
compared
game
to
that matters. At the end of the game that matters.
One bucket might matter at the end of the game, yes. But I will say to you,
Every
that
bucket matters.
Yes, sure, but in a hockey game, that one bucket in the first period might as well be. It could be the game-winning goal. 1-0 could be that. How many games are 1-0? Like there's so many games that are 1-0. That could be the game-ending goal. And the reason that I would say hockey is just so much more entertaining is because listen, basketball is a dopamine. Like you literally watch that game and there's he scored, he scored, he scored, he scored,
And
you
that's
go back
awesome.
and you know what? And I think I'm sorry to shit on the basketball fans. For a simple-minded person,
It's-
I think that is
Okay.
awesome. You just watch one person, but a hockey game, you're on the edge of your seat the entire game. I'll tell you, me as a Penguins fan, I was the last game of the series. I was on the edge of my seat the entire game, and that might be because I care. But if I look at even like the Canadians game the other day, like when they finished off the Sabres, like before we even got to Carolina.
Yeah.
I was watching that game and I was completely on the edge of my seat the entire time, and I don't give a shit about either of those two teams. Like neither of those two teams are mine, and I'm salty that both of them are there and my team isn't. But I will say, watching those games, like at any point a goal could win, and then did you see the game winner? Like
I saw it on Instagram.
Yes, the fans go. I mean, Montreal Canadian fans are. That's everything to them. Like,
yeah, one
they
of my
just go
buddies is a
crazy.
Canadiens fan. The Habs.
La Habitant. Yeah, no, they go stupid.
Canadiens.
They go, yeah. Montreal.
Yeah.
They go stupid. They go actually insane.
And you don't think Knicks fans go insane?
No, Knicks fans go insane, and I got to give the credit to Knicks fans because if you look at Rangers fans, I mean,
I-
I compare Knicks and Rangers fans.
I was
There
thinking
are
about
some.
this going to sleep last night because I remember the Rangers were in the, correct me if I'm wrong, the Cup in like 2015 maybe?
Fact check, correct.
2015, am I right?
That was a crazy pull. I had no clue.
I remember they were in the Cup when I was younger, and
Yeah.
and I remember there's a lot of Rangers fans, but like the Knicks are in the finals now, and you
I cannot deny the hype for the Knicks right now. I cannot deny it. It is. I'm not even a Knicks fan. I'm a Raptors fan, but like the Knicks, I'm not a fan at all. I don't watch basketball.
right,
But
'cause
if I had to
sucks.
pick,
It's the worst.
but if
sport
I had to
ever.
pick, I would pick Raptors. But like the Knicks, like as hype as they are, like I have nothing to say. They are so hyped to watch. Like I'm so hyped to see all the fans just get excited about it. Like it is extremely
the
entertaining.
fans, but also the level of basketball they play is like
All right. I mean, like I can't break down a basketball game. I have no clue.
and when you if you when you so I think this goes back to the point about like yes, basketball is theoretically one team scores, another team scores, but when you break it down, like I mentioned earlier, it is that art form, and like when you understand like how much goes into understanding a play and drawing up a play and how that play is executed and what goes behind coaching and everyone being in the right spots, there's so much to it than just.
You act like that's not a thing in hockey.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying it
But
basketball.
I think if you're gonna compare those things, it's equal.
So then it's equal. Then it's equal, and like yeah. Then I guess like the argument is void. But like I'm just saying, you can't say basketball is just one team scores, another team scores. Yes, there's scoring going on because
they're scoring a lot, and like eventually it comes down to the last couple minutes,
and which all leads up.
which
to
all leads up to it. I understand that, but when you're watching it, you're like, oh, he just hit a three. Oh my god, he hit a three, and then the next person, oh, he just hit a three. It just cancels it out. Like yes, at the end it matters, but while you're watching, like I don't.
So
get
like
how
if
you
a
can
team
say
scores
that.
a goal in hockey and then the next team comes down
But
and two
before
shifts later scores another goal, does it not cancel it out?
That's rare. Usually they'll have another 5 to 10 shots before they can score again, and like that is just like,
Wow.
yeah, like you're like
Ah,
every time they
it's
take
cool.
a shot, you see a crazy save. That's the other thing. Defending a goal. Well, I don't know if we're getting into this, but defending a goal is so insane.
See, I never understood that because if you just put a big guy in there, like
bro, like you like
I know it's like okay, yeah, I just
because you can move from side to side. Like also like it's a huge thing on angles. I mean, if you look at like if the goalies come out of their crease to like if you have a breakaway, right, a guy's coming down. If a goalie comes out of his crease to here, he's effectively blocking way more of the net than if he was in here.
Do you think this is off topic? Is being a hockey goalie is harder than a soccer goalie?
I just said we're not talking about soccer on this podcast.
Okay, fine.
I hate soccer.
We
I
don't
let it
talk
be
about
known that I hate soccer. I
Yeah.
think it's the dumbest sport ever.
Yeah.
Sorry to the soccer fans.
Okay. What do you think the hardest position in all of sports is?
All right, shit. We're branching off from hockey. No. Fade you.
Okay, fine.
Well,
Fade.
hockey, basketball. That's the episode today. We'll come to
Yeah.
that tomorrow. We are running low on time, so let's get a little wrap up going. What have we learned, Judah? What have you learned from this conversation? Have you learned anything? Have you gained anything from this?
I think I gained. I think this is probably like being realistic to the audience. It's the most civil conversation we've had about this topic.
Yeah. I didn't get angry.
Didn't get angry. didn't walk away. A lot of times I'll just like tune it out. But I think I took in heard what you had to say.
Here are my closing remarks. This is what I have to say about basketball and hockey. Basketball, an art form, as you said.
It's beautiful.
A genuinely great sport that I love and that I play all the time. Now, when I talk about watching, I mean clearly I grew up playing hockey and I have more of a bias. We both agree that we have a bias towards our sport. And honestly, this argument we'll never have realistic no one's gonna change your mind.
Yeah, but then what's the point? That's the whole point of an argument.
No, but the point is to learn. I will say I think basketball is an excellent sport. I love the game of basketball. I think it's smart. It's simple, but it's smart.
Yeah.
And
It's not simple.
I mean, you put a ball in the hoop. All right, you can break anything down.
Put
to
a
that.
puck in a net, like
But you're skating. You're getting hit.
You're running,
There's way more involved. In
like
hockey.
I don't. Okay, fine. Yeah. Sure.
But I will say in a basketball game, it is a great sport. I will say what I do not like about basketball. This is what I don't like about basketball, and I think you might agree on some of them. I do not like the way fouls are dealt with.
It sucks.
I think fouls are like if you look at a hockey player compared to like a hockey penalty. Like all right, here's my point. Like if you look at LeBron James with the hand in the eyes. Did you see the Sidney Crosby with the stick to the eyes?
Yeah, and it's
Sidney Crosby with the stick to the eyes hit the ice. I love this guy. He's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
He hit the ice, and they called it an embellishment penalty. They said you got hit in the eyes, and you got a penalty for pretending that you got hurt. Meanwhile, LeBron hits the floor for like 10 minutes. Like he's just rolling around, like gets hit in the eyes, and then finally gets his foul call. He gets his free throws, makes them done. Like I will, like you and I would both agree. There's definitely more toughness.
Yeah, I mean those like hockey guys, like they're dogs.
They're more tough. They're more
End
tough.
of the day, they're dogs.
They are dogs, and I think the basketball guy, like I think basketball as a whole is a absolutely excellent sport. That's why they're both in the Big Four. I really don't like that hockey is probably the least watched of the Big Four.
It is. I don't need a fact check.
Yeah.
It is.
I know it is, and I think that's ridiculous. Look at baseball. I mean, like football, I can understand, and basketball, that's the one I don't get. I think we don't have to get into that, but
yeah. I mean,
I
think
just to finish up my closing remarks. Sorry. I think hockey is just I think a more intense sport with the physicality, with the overtime hockey is unbelievable. We didn't even get into that. Overtime hockey is unbelievable. But so is overtime. I think overtime basketball is literally just more basketball. I don't think because one goal versus whoever scores with the time remaining makes a huge difference.
All right, fine. Yeah, golden goals.
Goals are like, oh my god, like those are like holy shit. Like imagine you're game 7, you score the only goal in overtime. Like yeah, you could hit the game-winning bucket in overtime, but a bunch of other people had to score before you to like keep it. Like imagine it was just the first. It wouldn't make sense.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
but I would just say hockey as a whole. I mean, God, I'm so biased. I love the sport of hockey so much. I just think. I think I love basketball too. I mean, I've played basketball low key more than I played basketball in the past couple weeks because I played. Holy shit! I played basketball more than I. I played basketball more than I played hockey in the past couple weeks, and I love basketball. I love hockey. I love them both, not equally, obviously, but when it comes down to it, I do not think this debate will ever have an end. I hope that the people have some things to say.
I think maybe I can tune into some more hockey games.
Yes,
maybe
I can tune into some more basketball games.
Look, the opinion will never change, but like maybe I'll gain some new insights.
I would like to appreciate basketball more.
Yeah.
And I really would like more people to appreciate hockey. I really, and I know you say that, but like enough people already appreciate basketball. Not enough people appreciate hockey. Do you agree with me there? I think hockey's definitely way more underappreciated.
Yeah, it's just basketball. You just get such good banter. Like we could be at the poker table, just like shooting the shit about basketball.
And that's because everyone's involved in basketball, and I think that's a failure of like society. Like, why is not everyone involved in hockey?
Our next episode should be on like societal failures.
Oh, we'll get into it.
I like that. All right, well, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah, I think that was a good start to the epi.
That was a good one.
A great start to Unqualified. Just to let everybody know, we are not qualified. Yeah. We do not have what it takes to be talking right now, but we did anyway. We have some good banter. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Anyways, signing off. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
All right, love. Peace.